here, MHL network is live here for MHL on the fly, and we'll start out with an interview on the Skillers player Madeline Marks. Skillers just won their first win of the season, and Nikki Manai is interviewing Madeline Marks. So let's go to them. All right, Maddie. I have something to ask you.
What?
Your first home ice win. Has it been good or hasn't been bad? Because I saw you celebrating. Are you happy about your first win?
Yes.
How happy are you?
Really happy.
All right. So I was gonna ask you, how do you think the game went versus the Boston Bruins? And that overtime goal that you got past Devin Thomas's legs to win in the goal. I bet you guys celebrated all day long since this interview.
Well, we had dinner first and then did that.
Alright, so were you happy when you scored that overtime goal to win the game? When the crowd's cheering?
Yes.
How happy were you?
So happy. It's just I didn't smile because I thought the audience would be kind of shy.
Well, that's a great answer to that question. Maddie, you've been very skilled here trying to get chances and goals. This is your first goal of the season. Are you excited? Because you could be on the top roster for most goals and you could win a trophy. Are you excited?
Yes. I win.
If you win what? The championship?
Yeah.
Well, we always see you in the championship playoffs, but you might not make it this year. You never know, right?
Yeah. It's a little girl coming in. Her name is Sally. I just don't know what her last name is. I think it's Marks or Sarks. That's what she said.
Well, thank you for the interview.
You're welcome.
So that's our interview with Madeline Marks,
and this is a picture of my tag.
And this is one picture of her. So now we'll go back to the studio. Thank you, and we'll go on interviewing some other people back, and let's go back to the studio. Wow, that's a great interview for Maddie's questions, but let's take you around the league here. Devin Marks loses the game to the Skillers off an unbelievable, should have been saved shot on Tim Thomas by Madeline Marks. Madeline Marks gets her first goal of the season. Lots of chances. Here's her picture, and as you can see right there, she's smiling. She's lucky to be in this league. So now we're going to the same thing, and our camera girl, Sio Mahama, is ready to interview Devin Marks. Ask me questions.
Now, did you feel kind of really, really sad when you lose it, or you feel like you were really happy for your sister to win?
Well, I'm very happy that the Skillers won because I wanted them to win because I wanted my sister to get their first goal. I wanted my sister to get her first win. I wanted my sister to get the win. I was completely shocked. That Thomas didn't save that, but I'm happy that the Skillers won the game. So
and totally reflection is on TV.
That's pretty good that the Skillers won. So I feel happy.
So how do you feel like? Are you kind of sad about like your team lost though?
Yes, I'm very sad that we lost because we were undefeated until that loss because we were on fire, completely scoring every single goal. But then we just lost it off the hook by Thomas. He should have saved that. I'm not making fun of him, but he should have saved that. We lost and our undefeated streak is over. Now we have to try to catch up with the Sharks. We're playing them our next game tomorrow. So for our first game, and I want to beat them because we want to be tied.
After you guys
3-1, 2-1. So we're gonna verse the Sharks tomorrow, and we're gonna show them who's boss.
Well, do you feel like is any changes in your body? Like you feel kind of nervous because you're versing the Sharks?
No, because I wanna fight Joe Fortin, Devin Sanaguchi, or Marvin Lou, because I want to show who's boss. Punch him in the face or something. That's how bad I feel strong enough to verse in Sharks.
Well, you can't really punch people in hockey, but tell the coach that. Thank you for saying no.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Tom's gonna come.
Well, we'll be back. We'll back. So now we got a great win, and I'm here with my partner. Really?
Sorry, I stepped
I'm here with my partner, Madeline Chanel. Chanel is here, ready, and now we're gonna start. NHL on the fly. If the camera will stay there. So welcome to NHL on the fly. NHL on the fly and MHL on the fly, should I say? And Maddie, how about? Do you like what happened today versus the Skillers and the Bruins?
Well, I really wanted the Bruins to win.
Why is that? Because we saw some fights in there and good opportunities. Why do you want the Bruins to win?
Because I like seeing my brother win. Because it makes me really happy because he is my brother and I love him.
Well, you can't win every game, right?
Yeah. It's just I really wish you could win any game except me.
So now let's go to the other game.
I thought you were gonna go with Tom.
No! Alright, so now we're gonna film. We're going to the other game. The Killers. The Killers versus the Penguins. The Penguins ended up killing the Killers. So did you think the Penguins deserved to win the game, or do you think the Killers should have won?
Well,
the Penguins won. Who do you think should have won? The Penguins or
I
Killers?
wish my brother was in it, but I wish this
Penguins or the Killers?
Well, the Penguins did win, but I'll do the Penguins.
Now we're going to the Western Conference. The Canucks versus the Sharks. That was a big game. The Sharks ended up winning. Who do you think should have won, the Blackhawks or the Sharks?
Well, I see how named. I think the Sharks.
Yeah, the Sharks did win the game. So now we're heading over to the Celtics versus the Canucks. The Celtics ended up winning. Now they're 2-1. Who do you think should have won, the Blackhawks or the Celtics?
The Celtics.
The Celtics should have won that game, you say? So the Celtics did win. So that's it for MHL on the fly. So
get up my table.
bye. We'll see you next week or tomorrow.